Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. You'll find the streams on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or on YouTube at WTIM TV. I have a very special guests actually in studio. I have CEO of Heartland Development Partners, Sydney Frasina. Great to have you here, Sydney.
Hey, thanks for having me again, Avery.
I also have chairperson of the Masquerade Gala, Kathy Fergan. Great to have you here, Kathy.
Thank you.
It's great to have you both in studio. A nice return for both of you. You've been in here to, Sydney, obviously talk about Heartland Development Partners, and Kathy, you talked a little bit about some of the fine arts over at Taylorville High School. Sydney, why don't we start with you in terms of Heartland Development Partners, which is a organization trying to spruce up Taylorville a little bit.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what's been going on in your world since the last time we spoke.
Yeah, absolutely. Last time I was here, we just had acquired several properties on and around the Taylorville squares, you might remember. And since that time, we're making lots of progress with renovations and starting to actually do all of the buildings. So the Reenies building that was going to have the rooftop bar, remember you're going to come and have a drink as soon as it's finished. That is underway. We've got the architect and the blueprints all underway, and that should be still planned on target for the end of this coming summer, which is exciting. And then other buildings on the square are under either being gutted and renovated, or the plans are being developed. One new thing that happened since I talked to you last is Heartland Development Partners also acquired the West Side Tavern on the west side of the Taylorville Square. So we're doing renovations there as well, and that's kind of fun. But what we really wanted to talk about today is Lincoln Hall. You might remember that one of the big initiatives is to build a state-of-the-art performing arts center in Taylorville that will be in the location where the Harrison Car of Dreams corner is on Main Cross and Webster. And we're having a really big event on Saturday, February 18th in the courthouse, the historic Taylorville courthouse. We couldn't be more excited about that. And Kathy is the chair of that event, putting it all together, and thought it would be great for her to share a little bit about that.
Yeah, Kathy, take it away. Tell me give me the overview about this Masquerade Gala coming up Saturday, February 18th from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m.
Okay. Well, we decided on a Mardi Gras theme. I don't remember Taylorville having one of those.
Oh, I don't remember a Mardi Gras theme in Taylorville.
So something different, something a little exciting. I know people love the whole beads and the colors of Mardi Gras masquerade. So we're encouraging any kind of costume, mask. We have a Dixieland jazz band being played. We also have some chefs from our area, local chefs, just providing some Cajun snacks and hors d'oeuvres. We have some vocalists that are going to be doing some great jazz.
Including you.
Including me. I'm one of the vocalists.
Hey, there she is. Hello.
So autographs will be after for free. But no, some great old Manhattan Transfer jazz songs we're singing. So it's just going to be an awesome evening. All of the funds are going to go toward Lincoln Hall. We also have some beautiful art donations from our local Taylorville artists that may not live here anymore, such as Vicky Marsango. She has donated a beautiful large painting that we will be auctioning off. Also, the wife of Dan Podesky, who was in Cindy and I's class in high school. His wife is a beautiful painter, and from North Carolina, she has donated a beautiful painting. And also a local artist from Decatur, Illinois. I have 3 paintings from Patricia Weekend.
Wow.
So
all raffled or auctioned?
Auction. Silent auction.
Yeah, and the event will be on all 3 floors of the courthouse, and we're so excited that the Taylorville community has really come together to support it. Local businesses and banks and community people are volunteering to help decorate and make it beautiful. And we also have an AV presentation that will be shown there that will talk about Lincoln Hall and what it's going to look like and feel like. And then we're also going to have a little bit about the courthouse itself. And Bill Kennedy we'll be talking briefly about the courthouse and the clock, since this is a great opportunity to be in the courthouse and really see it and tie the whole history of Lincoln together with that. So it's going to be a great event. All of the table sponsors are already sold out, but there are a few individual tickets left. Is
Yes.
that right, Kathy?
Tickets at Little Luxuries on the square or at First National Bank on Spresser.
Right.
And they are $100 per person. But that evening is going to be quite a memorable one.
$100 per person, and that buys you
Food, drinks, entertainment, photos, a chance to be in the courthouse and enjoy, the Mardi Gras theme. Oh, and a commemorative Mardi Gras cup
Yes.
that Kathy had commissioned with some art.
Uh-huh.
So I think
Local artist helped me get a logo on there. And we have a gesture when you come in that
Right.
will put your beads on for you, and
okay.
a photo opportunity.
Yeah. And overall, what do you feel inspired the Masquerade Gala? I mean, why do you feel like this is a great event for
I think this is,
occasion?
a bit theatrical. So it goes along with Lincoln Hall, that's going to be providing theater
Right.
and other live entertainment for our community.
I think the closest thing I can think of when I think of theater and a community is the magical singers in some terms of that same kind of vibe. And is that kind of a good comparison at all, or is that kind of a false
the
equivalent?
madrigal is, yes, you're being brought into an environment of that era in time. So our goal is to bring you as if you're in New Orleans. For if anyone has ever been to New Orleans on Fat Tuesday, and the Mardi Gras parade and the beads and the colors and the feathers, and it's just fabulous. So we're going to have a little taste of that here in Taylorville.
The goal sounds like you're trying to make it feel like you're on Bourbon Street.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Before we get into a little bit more about the Lincoln Theater and everything else going on with Heartland Development Partners, I wanted to give another chance for you to just overview the event, or maybe I'm missing something about the Masquerade Gala coming up Saturday, February 18th. Just a review, perhaps, if you would.
Sure. I think the important thing is it's from 6:30 to 9:30. You do have to have tickets in advance, which you can. There are a few left. They've gone fast. They really have gone really fast, but you can get a few tickets left at Little Luxuries on the Square, or the First National Bank of Pana has a few left. And it is going to include drinks and food and live entertainment, and be a great celebration for Taylorville and for what's coming with Lincoln Hall.
I asked that question as a way to wrap up the segment, but now I'm curious, what kind of food?
Kathy.
We have some local chefs. One, I will give you a little excitement, is going to be like a Creole gumbo.
Ooh.
So we're trying to stay in the theme again of New Orleans food, Cajun food. Of course, our desserts are from our wonderful Happy Baked Goods. We have Mardi Gras thumbprints coming, and another special dessert by another local dessert maker.
Okay. That sounds like, okay.
I don't want to give it all away. I
No,
want
of
you guys
course
to
not.
come.
But just other exciting, I think, community support for the event is Pillars is doing all of the tables and the table linens, and we have a Design with Details doing balloons, and we have a local woman, Jack Henton, who's helping and doing a lot of table decor.
D Ford is helping. We also have a wonderful donation from a former florist, Lemon Leaf Florist in Austin, Texas. She's coming back to help with the event and donating the table floral decorations.
Oh, well, that sounds like a fantastic
a lot of support.
Event. Yeah, a lot of community support going
Yes.
to this Mardi Gras Masquerade Gala. That's Saturday, February 18th from 6:30 to 9:30 at the Christian County Courthouse, benefiting Lincoln Hall, Taylorville's upcoming 1,200-seat performance center. And you're hearing from CEO of Heartland Development Partners, Sydney Frasina, and chairperson of the Masquerade Gala, Kathy Fergan, here on the WTIM Morning Show. More from them after this short time out, right here on WTIM, your information station.
WTIM. Your information station, WTIM.
It's the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. You'll find the streams on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or on YouTube at WTIM TV. CEO of Heartland Development Partners, Sydney Frisina, is in studio, along with the chairperson of the Masquerade Gala, Kathy Bergen. The Masquerade Gala is a event, a fundraiser celebrating Mardi Gras. 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. at the Christian County Courthouse, Saturday, February 18th. It's $100 per ticket. You can find tickets at First National Bank on Spresser and Little Luxuries. And so I wanted to talk a lot. We talked a lot about that already, but we didn't really touch a ton on what's going on with this Lincoln Hall. It sounds like a really good project. Cindy, what's the plan for Heartland Development Partners to renovate this building and create a performance hall? Tell me a little bit more about it.
Yeah, thanks for asking me that question, Avery, because I think it's a lot of questions are I've gotten about that, and I think what's really exciting is the Taylorville Historic Square and that particular building site on the corner of Main Cross and Webster has a really long history. You know, that site has been having a business, usually an automotive business, I think back all the way, to the early 1900s. And so having that location for Lincoln Hall right coming on to the square, we really wanted to tie into the history of the businesses that have been there, the square itself, the history of Abraham Lincoln, and we're going to be running Lincoln Hall as a nonprofit. So it will be a community-driven benefit funded with a lot of grants and other nonprofit funding so that it can be a real quality of life enhancer and really get great acts, national acts, regional, local, everything from, potentially, big concerts to maybe a dance recital or some other community theater and everything in between. Symphonies and even business events could be held there as well. It will have a rooftop garden, which I think it will be also very unusual in this area, with a balcony and state-of-the-art, light and sound and stage. So it'll be very exciting, I think, and be a great draw and a great business driver for all the other businesses in Taylorville and the square, as well as quality of life improvement.
1,200 seat venue. That's quite the venue. From a performing arts standpoint, Kathy, obviously you are very heavily involved with some of the musicals at the high school. And I wanted to ask you, what do you feel, or why do you feel that having this performing arts center in downtown Taylorville is good for the city of Taylorville? Why does it work? Why would it work here?
Well, I think so many things are exciting right now for our Taylorville, and thanks to Cindy. Plus, the project that's happening at the high school, this has got to be such a great draw to bring more families back to Taylorville. Even the alumni that have left, I think they're going to come back. I think the pandemic told and a lot of people that small towns are wonderful. And there's so many benefits of living here and having the hall again. Like when I grew up, we had Nashville North. I saw Garth Brooks. I saw Trisha Yearwood perform on that stage. And my vision is to do that again and have so many people come to Taylorville, being bussed back in, wanting to move to Taylorville again because of our schools and because of such a wonderful performing arts center.
I know there's been acts like Willie Nelson at that center that you mentioned, the Nashville North. Yeah, I mean, that's a fantastic, and that's
famous.
That's the
Bon
goal.
Jovi.
Bon Jovi, right?
Ted Nugent.
And those are some of the names that could come to this Lincoln Hall,
right?
When you, by the way, when are we thinking about having this all completed?
Oh, yeah, Sydney? I should have mentioned that. So, as you might imagine, this is an ambitious undertaking. So, it's going to be about a 2-year project to completely build a new construction project of this scale. And I also wanted to say, I should have said this earlier. One of the things that is allowing this to happen is the great support of the mayor, the city council, the county board, the Chamber of Commerce, the Economic Development Group, the Small Town Taylorville Group. They've all been really wonderful. And there's been some very good tax incentives and just programs that are available that encourage this kind of either new construction or building renovation that we are definitely leveraging. And so it's making it very attractive to do that here.
And so we are running out of time. Kathy, is there anything else that you'd like to include about the Masquerade Gala Saturday, February 18th?
I just invite you all. I think it's going to be a really memorable evening for everyone that goes, and it's something unique for our town. So please come and support it. And I will be looking for community theater members also once Lincoln Hall is developed. I want to produce shows there also.
That is Kathy Fergan. She's the chairperson of the Masquerade Gala. Also, she's here with CEO of Heartland Development Partners, Cindy Frisina, here on the WTIM Morning Show. Thank you both so much for your time.
Thank you, Avery.
WTIM.